Hey guys, a quick disclaimer before we jump into the contents of the video. The games are just around the corner or have already come out by the time you're watching this, and plus I'm going to be using this in front of the next couple of videos, but basically I made a couple of videos in bulk there just to have content to upload. I'm picking up the games on Friday. I'll be doing a playthrough of Scarlet on my own and a playthrough of Violet, hopefully on the channel. But just to keep in mind going forward, I don't have the final movesets. I haven't seen any leaks. I've heard some updates regarding some moves. I don't know what moves have fully made it into the game or what moves are coming brand new wise. So, some of the information in some of these videos and the previous videos that I just put out, looking at you, Golduck, because I found out about Scald after the fact. Some of those moves got cut. Some moves are new that are coming out that might be able to replace them. But anyways, I figured I would just put this out there just to be on the safe side in case some of you are watching after the games have come out and you're like, hey, that doesn't add up. But yeah, anyways, just keep that in mind. So onward to the pre-filmed video that I did before I made this little intro. But yeah, anyways, let's go. All right, this one's getting into spice territory. Welcome back, YouTube. Espresso Shucko here, and today we are going to talk about Slaking, which Slaking has been known to be terrible since its debut generation in Generation 3. And why? Well, let's take a quick look at Slaking, shall we? It's not because of the stats. Base 150 HP is really good. Base 160 attack is really good. That's basically legendary levels for physical attack. Base 100 defense is not bad at all. 95 special attack is solid, but compared to that base 160 attack, yeah, maybe, but no, that's not the reason. Base 65 special defense is a little bit to be desired, but still not the reason why Slaking's considered bad. And finally, base 100 speed is pretty good. The reason why Slaking is considered to be bad is its ability Truant. It skips every other turn instead of using a move. It just loafs around. So basically, if you go for an attack and your opponent uses Protect, there goes your turn. For the follow-up turn, you get KO'd in revenge. That is why Slaking has been bad. But there's hope for Slaking. There really is hope for Slaking. Because Regigigas was also considered to be bad, but Regigigas had a phenomenal Gen 8 run, and that's because of Wheezing. So in Gen 8, Wheezing got a new ability called Neutralizing Gas. So Neutralizing Gas shuts off abilities, with the exception of a few select abilities. Truant is not one of those exceptions to Neutralizing Gas. Truant gets shut off, which means if Wheezing in theory comes into Scarlet and Violet, we get to play with these stats. So hopefully, if Wheezing comes back, we can go forward with Slaking, and maybe Slaking can actually do something. So what I was thinking for Slaking here is we could do a Life Orb set, a Choice Band set, and maybe an Assault Vest set. Now, the Life Orb and Choice Band sets are going to be pretty similar in terms of stats. What I'm thinking there is max attack, max speed, capitalize on the amount of damage that you're doing here. For this Life Orb set, because we can choose between our moves at the cost of a little bit of HP and gaining some power there, we can run Body Slam for normal type coverage here. It's base 85. It's got a 30% chance to paralyze the opponent, which is also handy because paralysis slows your opponent down. If they are paralyzed, it brings them down to about a third of their speed, I'm pretty sure. Sucker Punch, basically it's a priority dark move that's base 70. If the opponent is going for an attacking move, Sucker Punch will work, which can be pretty clutch if you and your opponent are both low HP and you're the only two things left on the field. Hence why we also have that speed investment there too, because unless they're going for a priority move with the same level of priority as Sucker Punch, chances are we're hitting them first and KOing them that way. Or unless they go with Extreme Speed, which is like the fastest damaging priority move in the game. That could be a thing too. But anyways, that's why we have Sucker Punch there. And then finally, we have Earthquake here. Basically, high ground type damage. It's a spread move. It hits a lot of things hard. That's what I was thinking of there for the Life Orb set. For the Choice Band set, I was thinking we could run Rock Slide, Earthquake, Play Rough, and Crush Claw. Crush Claw can also be swapped out for Body Slam too. It's slightly weaker than Body Slam, but what it does is it has a 50% chance of lowering your opponent's defense stat by 1 stage, which is not a bad ability to have built in, because now you're softening your opponent up. They're taking a defense drop. Now you're hitting them even harder. You could even run Crush Claw on the Life Orb set if we wanted to as well. But the main trade-off here with the Choice Band is we're locking ourselves into a damaging move. And we can only use that move, hence why Sucker Punch is in here, because if they realize we're a Choice Band, they just go for status moves, and we can't hit them. That's why we didn't put Sucker Punch on there. I don't like running that risk. Other people can do it, but yeah, that's why we did that. Play Rough, base 90 Fairy type damage, 90 accuracy, 10% chance to lower the opponent's attack by 1 stage, not bad. Earthquake, just high damage, and then Rock Slide. Basically, Rock Slide go brr. That's why we have that there. The Life Orb and the Choice Band sets, what I was thinking too, depending on what you want to do with Terastallization, you could still go Terra Normal to increase your stab from a 50% boost to a 2x boost, and then have that Choice Band or Life Orb bonus damage. You could also go Terra Dark on the Life Orb set, so that Sucker Punch gets extra power off stab, and you become immune to Prankster priority moves. That said, you could also take out Earthquake or Rock Slide, put Terra Blast in there, also turn into a Dark type with Terastallization, and then have base 80 Terra Dark, Terra Blast. Could do that too. Finally, what else I was thinking too was we could try to do something about that pitiful base 65 special defense stat with an Assault Vest. So basically, Assault Vest there, it increases your special defense by 50%, but the trade-off there is you can only use attacking moves. So here what I have is I have Crush Claw, but again you could run Body Slam on this if you want to do. Play Rough, Rock Slide, and then Sucker Punch, and then that way we can still choose between our moves. We could Terastallize into any of these attacking types. Though if I had to give them a priority of order, I would say maybe Normal first, Dark second, Fairy third, Rock fourth. Because Rock type head does have a lot of weaknesses, so the only benefit there would be is you're getting stab on your Rock Slide. That's the main thing that I was thinking there with the Assault Vest and that kind of Terastallization option. But yeah, I would say Dark is probably second for Slaking, maybe even arguably first, because you're avoiding Prankster priority moves. Because Sableye a Prankster, it gets Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp could be bad because it can burn you. And yeah, I didn't put Facade on here, but anyways, Facade is an option too for more counterplay because, you know, base 70 normal doubles in power if you are inflicted with a status condition. But yeah, anyways, I was mainly trying to think of Crush Claw and Body Slam as raw damage, but you could run Facade too. So, what happens, you might be asking, if Weezing doesn't make it in Scarlet and Violet? Well, for starters, I, Espresso Choco, will be very sad. of the sad boy. But there are alternatives. Starting with Jump Bluff. It doesn't get neutralizing gas, obviously, but it does get Worry Seed, which basically anything hit with Worry Seed loses its ability and gains the Insomnia ability instead. You can literally target your partner and have Jump Bluff go Worry Seed into your Slaking in a doubles match. You could do that. Jump Bluff has base 110 speed, which is naturally faster than Slaking's base 100, so you could do that. From there, you could go Rage Powder with Jump Bluff to draw an attack away from Slaking, because maybe what you do instead, you go Rage Powder, Slaking attacks, Jump Bluff miraculously survives, then you go Worry Seed. You could do that, but chances are you're probably hitting Worry Seed first, hitting Slaking that way, then using Rage Powder on the second turn to try to pull some damage away from your now awakened Slaking. That's what I was thinking there. There's other moves too that work as well. You could use Entrainment, where the user turns the target's ability into the same ability as what the user's is. You could do that with Entrainment. Pyroar is coming back. Pyroar gets it, I think. You can get Gastro Acid, which basically just shuts off the ability. Gastro Acid is a move that you could use. I don't know for sure if Muck gets it. It might. Chances are there's at least one poison type that gets it, though, which could be good. Jump Bluff's not the only Worry Seed user. Lilligant for sure is coming back. Lilligant can get it, which I was surprised to learn about, but yeah, Lilligant gets it. So that's my main thoughts on Slaking there, guys. I hope Weezing comes back, but if not, hey, there's some options there that you can work to play around with. Hopefully I sold you on that idea, and yeah, I will see you next time with another discussion mod.